morning, everyone. This is Bailey. Today we're focusing on the 1860 election. Let's go to Melissa, who is with Abraham Lincoln in Illinois.
Hello, Mr. Lincoln. I would like to ask you, what is your view on slavery?
Well, I believe it is an evil, not to be extended, but to be tolerated.
Okay, now what do you plan to do with slavery?
I plan on bringing about the eventual extinction of slavery by stopping its further expression into any U.S. territory by proposing compensated emancipation in early presidency.
Thank you, sir. Now back to Bailey.
Now let's check on the voting. Lincoln has won over New York with 35, Maine 8, Breckinridge has won over Texas with 4, and Alabama with 9. Bell has Tennessee with 12. Now let's go check with Melissa in Breckinridge in Kentucky.
How are you today, John Breckinridge?
I am fine today, thank you.
How do you feel this election will turn out?
Well, I feel it will be a very tough race between Lincoln and myself. I feel like I should be working harder to win people over.
I have heard you are a supporter of slavery. Why is that?
I am because I think slaves are a great help to plantation owners and they should be in all territories.
Thank you for your time. Back to Bailey.
Now let's look at the voting. Lincoln has taken the votes in California with 4 and Iowa with 4. Breckinridge has taken the votes in Florida with 3 and Mississippi with 7. Now let's go to Melissa, who is interviewing John Bell in Tennessee.
Hello, Mr. Bell. What do you think of the election so far?
I think that Lincoln is a good competition.
Who do you support, the Union or the Confederacy?
I support the Union.
Why is that?
I don't think that slavery is right.
Okay, let's go check on the voting.
Not much has changed with the voting. Bell has just went over votes in Kentucky with 12 and Virginia with 15. Let's go see our last candidate, Stephen Douglas in Missouri.
I'm here with Mr. Douglas. So why do you think people should vote for you?
I think people will vote for me because I am for popular sovereignty.
What do you think of Bell as your competition?
I don't think Bell will appeal to others as much as I do.
Why is that?
He doesn't give his opinion on slavery that much. He tries to avoid it.
Well, let's go talk to some real people and ask them their opinions. But first, let's check the voting.
Douglas has taken over votes in Missouri with 9.
We're in Iowa to ask some voters their opinions. Who do you think will win the 1860 election?
I think Lincoln will win because people agree with his views of slavery.
If Lincoln wins, what result would that have on the nation?
I think the Union will be reunited.
Now let's go look at some voters in Texas. Who do you think will win the presidential election?
I think Breckinridge will win.
If Breckinridge wins, what effect do you think he will have on the nation?
I think slavery will be allowed in all territories and that will help it out.
Now let's go look at the total votes with Bailey.
Lincoln has won over Oregon 3, California 4, Minnesota 4, Iowa 4, Wisconsin 5, Illinois 11, Michigan 6, Pennsylvania 27, Ohio 23, New York 35, Maine 8, New Hampshire 5, Vermont 5, Massachusetts 13, Rhode Island 4, Connecticut 6, Indiana 13, and in New Jersey, Lincoln has 4, and Douglas has 3. Douglas has won over Missouri with 9, Breckinridge has won Texas with 4, Arkansas 4, Louisiana 6, Mississippi 7, Alabama 9, Florida 3, Georgia 10, South Carolina 8, North Carolina 10, Maryland 8, Delaware 3. Bell has won over Tennessee 12, Kentucky 12, and Virginia 15. So overall, Lincoln has a popular vote of 1,865,593, an electoral vote of 180. Breckinridge popular vote of 848,356, and an electoral of 72. Bell popular vote of 592,906, electoral of 39. Douglas popular vote of 1,382,713, an electoral of 12. So that means Lincoln won the presidential election of 1860.